it's great to see that this event is being bigger and bigger, and the quality of presentations are also better and better. I'm a little bit nervous because today in the first row I have Elmer of mine, YU6 Zulu Alpha November, so I have to be especially good today on the presentation. Okay, I will try to be focused on the essence of our new products. I will present you some of the new products which we announced first time in Friedrichshafen a couple of months ago, and we are now in pre-production line preparing a production for the first quarter of 2025. So we have a high power amplifier, PGX-XL. We decided to go with the highest power first, and after that we will go with lower power models. We have VHF tri-bander 1 kilowatt, which operates on 50, 70, and 144. Outdoor tuner, CAT to LAN interface, interlock over the LAN, and grounding switch. So all these products are now deeply in pre-production stage. So it is the beauty. So we decided firstly because desperately I need it. I will rebuild the station hopefully next springtime, so it will be ready exactly on time for relaunching 403A again on the air. So PGX-XL is twin topology. As inside we have two amplifiers, 2 kilowatt each, based on PGXL design, 2 slots, 2 modules. We have a combiner, and we have a brain. So we can, I wanted to give as much as possible of features and flexibility to the unit. And this amplifier, with simple pushing a button, you can switch in between 2 modes. The first one is having 2 completely independent amplifier, or you can combine them into the 3.5 kilowatt SO2R configuration, which is great feature for giving much more flexibility to stations. So the main features are it has software controlled auto balance. It's always perfectly balanced, those 2 modules, regardless if there is any difference in the gain of those modules. It has smooth fault. Smooth fault means when you are in SO2R mode and you have a fault of 1 module, so it will itself switch, even if it is in a transmission at the moment. It will just remove a broken module and will reconfigure and keep alive one of existing modules. So you will continue to operate with 2 kilowatts, and the faulty module will stay in switch. We have MEFA, maximum efficiency algorithm. It takes care about the efficiency. Most of you knows that it's not healthy for LDMOS amplifier to operate with lower power than declared if the drain voltage is remaining the same. So let's say that you have 1.5K amplifier and you have 50 volts on the drain. If you are not changing drain voltage and you are running, let's say, 800 watts, then the heating will be much, much higher than if you are running amplifier with a higher efficiency close to its maximum power. And it's very often that people are trying to save the amplifier, decreasing the output power, but in fact they are doing the opposite. then generating extremely heat due to the fact that efficiency is dramatically decreasing with decreasing the drive. So MEFA is taking care to set the drain voltage on the proper value regardless of which drive. So on 800 watts, it won't operate with 52 volts, but it will choose some lower value like 30, 35 volts, keeping the efficiency to be 65 and more. It keeps to have duplexer filter units for the obvious reason. It runs 4 times NXP MRF 1K8, and it has 2 times 3.5 kilowatt switching power supplies. So it is how the display will looks like when it operates as 2 independent amplifiers. So the next product, and we are proud of it, it's the first VHF tri-bender with 1 module, and it's basic version of 1 kilowatt. So we designed palette with wide band planar RF transformers in output circuits instead of having transformers with coaxial lines. And we used our experience which we gained into the time when we were in the broadcasting and we were developing wide range palette for television. So the amplifier it has MEFA, very robust filter unit. So we will have, second model will be with the two pallets. And we decided to remain, actually to use the same filter regardless is it 1 or 2 pallets. So 1 kilowatt unit will have 2 kilowatt output filters. It can be connected on 2 transceivers. In production, we are trying to keep as much as we can the similar modules, components to simplify supply chain. And we are using the same motherboard which we are using in our SO2R HF amplifiers. So that is the reason why now we have a possibility easily to use two different transceivers because it's tri-bender. It uses 1 MRF 1K8 operating on 52 volts, and we have built in very high quality no noise preamplifier for whatever reason. So again, the same style, the same look of display. This is the third product, which is pretty interesting. So it's the outdoor tuner designed to handle up to 2 kilowatts, and it's designed to tune in the range of 10 to 1 from 5 to 500 ohms. It's supplied with power over Ethernet. It has built-in RS485 for some future capabilities and features. It uses essentially the same application as Tuner Genius XL, which is a well-known desktop tuner, remotely controlled, of course, and it has all the smart protections from high tuning power, overpower, out of tuning range, etc. And of course, due to the nature of device, of tuner itself, it automatically takes care about of derating the output power depending on the native impedance of antenna tuned. One of the optional accessories are RF transformers. We are calling them RF heads, and those are used. Actually, you see here it's empty cover. It's die-casted aluminum, and both antenna connectors are on the bottom of the tuner. But in case that you have some antennas which are with extreme impedance in a lower or higher range. Those transformers are helping a lot. They are increasing the tuning range, and also they are helping tuner to tune the antenna into the healthier range. Let's say that very healthy range and a tuner can run the full power is 2 to 1, and it is a tuning range of tuner. So this transformer on the left side is a balance to unbalance step-down transformer, 4 to 1, and it will transform impedance more or less in the 1/4 of native impedance of antenna. So this 300 ohms, and on the right side we have a case when we have a short whip. We have, let's say, if it is 10 ohms, it's step-up transformers, unbalanced to unbalance, and we will have 4 times native impedance of antenna. Then it will transform the native impedance for the tuner, this high 300 ohms to 75, or these 10 ohms to 40 ohms, and then we will have impedance seen by tuner which are in very healthy area for the tuner, keeping the currents and voltage inside the RF engine of the tuner into the very, very healthy range. And of course, these are, as outdoor tuner is designed to be a real device or beneficial device in opposite with desktop tuner, which is the wrong place for the tuner. It's on the feed point. So then, depending on which antenna you would like to tune, you will choose. If you need, you will choose one of those 2 transformers. If you have a rhombic, you will use, of course, a step-down transformer with balance line. If you are using some short ground plane, you will use unbalanced to unbalanced step-down transformer. So it helps in putting engine of tuner in less extreme range for voltage and currents, and widening a tuning range. Also, as natural, we designed transformers to be in enclosure for outdoor mounting if you just need the transformers without the tuner, and also we used this new mechanical to design one very simple outdoor 6-to-1 switch, which is well tuned, very low insertion loss, up to 6 meters, and it has built-in current mode, common mode current transformer. So which we are usually suffering putting a CMC on coaxial line in separate boxes, etc. This is CAT to LAN interface, which is deeply in software development. It's a box which is it interfaces RS-232, actually CAT or CI5, to the LAN. So we need this box to finalize our concept and to be able to control any third-party radio, actually any RS-232 port on any device onto the LAN. When we have radio or let's say OM amplifier or whichever device with RS-232 on the LAN, then we can control, so we can make and we can realize project of station automation in a way which we are trying to do. So it will be interlock box, because if you are using third-party radios, you have one of these boxes next to each radio, and those boxes will be interlocked as well. And we have auxiliary input and output for some possible future upgrades. Of course, there is a PTT bypass through these box for inhibit functionality. So it is how it looks like on the back side. Pretty self-explanatory. This is a device which doesn't exist on the market, and we need it for our operation this year in Secure YCW from 3 Bravo 8 Mike. It's very interesting concept with using just simple wire antennas into the water. We have now, this year, we will play with in-band. We will be connected with wireless link. So the only way to interlock the station will be to have some interlocking over the LAN. It is how it is born. So now it will be launched as the new product. So each box is taking care about the 4 transmitters. It has LAN. It has 485 for some future upgrades. And it's possible to be easily programmed to each port can be easily, you can dedicate priority, you can dedicate which group it will operate, and it is, let's say, one example, if we have 2 transmitters on one box and third transmitter is away on the LAN or even on the internet. So we have transmitter 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 6. Here is 6, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Those 2 are priority 0, which means they are separated from each other over the LAN, and it is the first one wins. But this one is set to have priority 1, so it will just stop any of these 2, and it will take over if someone will press PTT. So it will happen. Those two will be inhibited, and this one will take over. So we are close to the end. We have some projects under development, which means that we already designed the hardware. We are calling that pre-production samples, which are samples for early beta or alpha testing and for software developing. The first one is Station Manager, which is the device which I am wishing to see daylight as soon as possible. It's programmable control panel with plenty of buttons and encoders with capabilities to be programmed in a way you would like. So it's completely unlimited control panel for controlling anything connected on the LAN. Also, we are close to launch multiband transverter, to have the first alpha pre-production units. It will be 100 watts full duplex 4-band transmitters for 72 meters, 220 meg and 432, and it will have 7 slots with possibility to fill the transmitter up to 4 slots for 2 meters. Actually, the philosophy is to have a contesting transmitter with capability to have 4 direction in one unit. So then you will be able to upgrade the transmitter with additional 3 converters, actually 3 directions for 2 meters. And it's Interface Genius XL, which is modem, LAN modem, and standard CW SSB DG interface. But with those two, we will be those two together will operate as modems as well. So we design it also for remoting third-party radios. And the last one is switch 8x4 for receiving antennas with preamplifiers and LAN control to be also the part of the future station automation. So that's all. Pretty much. Any questions? Okay. I just forgot. Maybe this one. Sorry. Here we are. Daj mi zadnji slajd. Grounding switch. So I forgot it's grounding switch. Actually, it's lightning protection. So I couldn't find it on the market, and because I'm suffering as a lot of you with lightning, so we designed this lightning protector. Okay, it's here. This one. So it's here. So it is. We have cartridges. So the unit can be extended up to 8 cartridges in one motorized enclosure with microcontroller, and it can be part of station automation in a way that it has control signals, so you can park or you can enable it into the working position with signals from transceiver, and you switch off on transceiver. It will have sense of if it loses 220, so you will have option to activate this alarm. We will have a lightning sensor as a separate hardware unit to send the signal, and also with APIs you can use this now existing real-time lightning maps, and you can with some piece of software you can create your own alarm signal for parking this. So when it goes into the park position, so it's coaxial design, very low insertion losses. It has more than 30 dBs up to 500 megs, more than 50 dBs of input matching on the HF, and very, very low insertion losses. We will have a possibility, or we have possibility to put PL connector and connector or 716 for high power. And it's interesting for also other, not only for ham radio, it's for broadcasters, any other services with the transmitters or receivers on the remote sites. Any questions? Am I too complicated or I'm too simple? Nice. Price is not an issue. Okay, thank you very much. So then, thank you.